Morning everybody, and once again welcome back in today's class. Day number 4 of our class for the business analyst batch 2. So yesterday we saw that a BA need to do some work on the planning side that we can see here. And when I say planning means first under the planning BA approach, which we saw that how the BA activities will be performed. Then we saw plan stakeholder engagement to know about my stakeholder role, attitude, decision making, authorities, who is who, where, location, culture, everything we saw in this particular part. Then we say the BA governance, plan for the BA governance. Once the requirement gathering has been started or requirements are freeze, if anybody requests any change in that requirement, how to handle that? Who will be approving it? Who will not be approving it? Who is the decision maker? Where to be described? How to be described? What is the process? Is it legal requirement, contract, agreement? What need to be changed? So all these things we discuss under the BA plan. Now these three things has been done. Fourth and fifth things basically again in this area. We as a BA got a lot of requirement, a lot of documentation, a lot of information. Can I store that information in my local system? No. Where that need to be stored? So this step come in the BA information management, MIS, management of information system, right? So this is about that particular part. This is say how the business analysis information will be stored and accessible. In my team, I have 5 people. Is all folder accessible to everybody or only one folder accessible to everybody? Where to be stored? Do we have anything common SharePoint, shared drive, team links, local system, hard drive? Where need to be stored? So to do this particular part, we have few guidelines and we need to be work on this particular stuff. So what it says, number one, how the information will be stored. That is mainly called the folder structure. Let's say I'm implementing ServiceNow and I am using the now create. So we have a plan, initiate, development, UAT and go live. These folders get created. Under this folder, I have a subfolders as well. This is what is called the organized. Might be you say, Atulu, that's very common. We know, but BA box says that is the responsibility of the business analyst to make sure the information coming to you should be stored in a proper manner. Then up to what level you have to be capture that information. Each and every word need to be captured or only the major meetings happening, that minutes, that agenda need to be captured. I have a daily connect with my product owner. Do I need to be captured that points as well in this area? No. But if there is a weekly call or the monthly call or the QBR kind of things, those decisions, those agenda, those points need to be captured. So here we decide that up to what level the information should be captured. Number 3, how I can make sure that information which I'm capturing or storing should be accessible to the multiple teams. Shall I put without any access? Shall I put something kind of a passcode, passkey, something on this particular part? How the other teams can accessible? As a BA, I am working with multiple teams. I have to make sure that information should go to each and everyone. And it is not only for the teams, might be throughout the organization. Some information can be throughout the organization as well, like a how to, FAQ, knowledge articles, those things. Then we see that how it can be accessed and stored is the main part. So these are the few key points, key objectives, key things which make this thing as a mandatory. Now to do this particular part, we have performance, business policies, information management tool, SharePoint, shared drive, knowledge article tool, external tool, where what you'll be using, and the legal information, legal authorities, that the data should not be go out from the EU, European region. Or if anybody want to access the data, they have to be put the multi-factor authentication. So those things come in the picture. Now to do this particular part, what are the elements which is be required here? So we are on the information system. What are the element? Number one, that we need to be organized. When I say we means as a business analyst, we need to be organized the business analysis information. Should not be duplicate, unique. There is a step, there is a template, there is a format. So that is called organization of my BA information. Someone says, Atul, can you give me the list of stories? I have one copy in folder X, another copy folder Y, another copy folder Z. What is the source of truth? We are confused. So make sure what we are creating, what we are storing, what we are updating should be at a one place. At a single place. It should not be duplicate. Might be some stakeholder using the other folder which is not updated from the last 2 years. But in the latest folder, it is everything updated. Because of duplicacy, the problem is coming. Then up to what level of abstraction you need? Up to what level of abstraction you need? What this mean? How deep and how wide I need the information to be stored. All and each every action point need to be captured. High level need to be captured. Low level need to be captured. How much? And how to keep track of those actions as well. This is what important, because it is not possible that we can keep track of each and every information. Few things just to work on that relationship. So level of abstraction is also required. Then make sure what you are building, that requirement should be reusable. What this mean? I am implementing change management for my customer. In the change management, I have one requirement that is related to the security. After 2 months or 3 months, I'm implementing release management. And I know that in the release also that requirement come in the picture. Do I need to rewrite this requirement again? No. Use the previous requirement only to proceed further. In this, what is important to be understand in this requirement reusable means any information related to the regulatory requirements, compliance perspective, I'm saying, any information related to the contractual obligations, anything related to the service level agreements, those are the reusable requirements. These documents once created can be used across the platform, across the life cycle. No need to be go back to the customer and say, hey, can you give me this information again? It is already given to you. You have that information. Go and reuse it. That is what level of abstraction. Sorry, reusable requirement of the requirement reuse, not reusable requirement reuse. Okay, and it is say this is what main work for us as a business analyst. When I say understand the requirement, we have to be understand that it is a legal one, or it is a regulatory one, or it is a compliance one, or it is a contract one, or it is a SLA. If I store this information in a one place, I can reuse it at any point of time. Instead of going back and searching again in the emails or kind of things. Then storage and access. Where to store, how to store, and who can access. So when I started my business analyst work with any of the client, I said, guys, I need the access of these documents. So first they create my account, then they add me in the SharePoint link, SharePoint site, then they send me the folder link, and then they tell me, okay, these folders are accessible to you. And going forward, any information you need, you can get it from the shared drive, SharePoint itself. And to access, you have to be enter your username and your email ID. Then email will go to you for a MFA. You have to log in with that only. That is what storage and access. All these things has been defined. The only thing is that we think, oh, what is the purpose of these things? But this is important to be understand, to be defined. And finally, the requirement attributes. Means what you are asking, what you are developing, what you a customer need, a want, a ask, a requirement. When you are writing that requirement, you need to be understand the absolute reference that what is this actually? Who is writing? Who is author? Recently, I presented a workshop to my customer, and that was a pre-planning workshop. In that workshop deck, it was clearly mentioned that who will write the story, where my name came, that business analyst Atul will write the stories. Who will approve the stories, where product owner name came. XYZ product owner will approve the story. So when I'm getting the requirement, attribute means by which or what other information we need for that requirement. So my attributes are my name, gender, age, job, marital status, income, salary, house, family, date of birth, color, skin, blood, everything are these are my attributes. So when you are writing a requirement, you have to make sure that who is the author for this one, what is the priority, what is the urgency, what is the status, completed, incompleted, draft, referred, deferred, sorry. Then it can be your ownership, who is owning it. So these are the few fields you need to be mentioned in the Excel sheet when you are noting down the requirement. Might be you can mention the product or product owner as well. Mainly that is the ownership only. Then risk. Any risk on this requirement. What is source of this requirement? It is coming directly from the IT department or coming from the legal department or coming from the IT managers, legal IT managers, finance IT managers. So that we should know. It is coming from some integration perspective. It is coming from some change perspective. It is coming from some incident perspective. From where this requirement is coming. Those are called the requirement attributes. And once this element will captured, then we can use the guidelines. It means you can use the attributes with the policies. So like as I say that every organization has its own way to be stored the data. Then it can be your any kind of a tool. You can use the Confluence, you can use the SharePoint, you can use the Wiki, you can use MS Team, you can use might be local drives kind of stuff. How the information is getting stored, that is defined. Sorry, what the tool will be using, that is defined here. But what the information will be stored, that is defined in the elements. And once you've done this part, you are able to create your approach and you can publish it. Guys, for this project implementation for the next 6 months, this is the process to store the data. To store the information. I'm not saying data, to store the information, to store the requirement structure. And once this has been done, then you can communicate that. You can trace the requirements. You can maintain the requirements. So if you see that 4.4, 5.1, 5.2, these are the upcoming steps which we are going to be reading. So these numbers having a relationship actually. These numbers will be used in the future task. So we are on the step number 3, then step number 4, then step number 5, 6, and 7. So once this has been clear that okay, this information need to be stored by this way, then in this part the last thing come, how to analyze the business analysis performance so that we can improve it. What I am doing is always right, is always truthful, is always valuable. No, that's not 100% sure. Then how I can improve my activities? What I have to do to improve my activities? So for that, what is my external objective? And what is my approach? Here need doesn't matter. Need can be anything, but it's matter that what approach you are following and how to be improve that approach. By using that, how to improve the performance. Like everybody have a set of goal that by 2 weeks I have to be complete this thing. After 3 weeks I have to be complete this thing. Oh my God, I'm not able to do. I'm lacking it. Let me improve my process. From the last few days, I was noticing that I'm having a lot of the screen time that might impacting my eyes. I reduce my screen time. No screening on the mobile phone now. Very limited, only checking my messages, call, that's all. So that is what the improvement. But is it the only way? No. So in this basically it is to assess the business analysis work, my work, how to be analyze my work and how I can improve it. It is easy to put a finger to other person that it is his problem, that is it is due to his delay, that it is his approval is not come. But what about me? How I can improve my work? So I have to put some measures here for that one. And for that, I have to be take care. I have to build this performance metrics, performance measurements, that how someone can measure my performance and then we can build a improvement plan. And there is nothing sad, nothing bad, nothing shame, because I'm also a human being. I need to be improved. I want to be improved. Unless I will not measure, I will not able to improve it. So to this particular part, number 1, the element says here what elements are required. So we are on the performance improvement. First element, performance analysis. What this mean? See, my work is mainly depend on the other people as well. I cannot work alone because I say even though I'm an individual contributor, but I will be working or I am be working always with the different people. Okay. So I have to be make sure that I have a structure, I have a format where or how I can improve my performance, how to be report that performance, verbal, non-verbal, formal, informal, weekly meeting, monthly meeting, what type of way to be do this particular part. Because it is the approach, it is a plan. So that after 6 months, after 2 months, so how my performance get evaluated? How many stories has been done in a sprint without reopening it? Because if I write a good story, it means I'm a good BA. If I write a bad story which pointed for the two days or two story point, but it delayed by 4 story point, it means my performance is impacted, my stuff is impacted because developer did not understand what I write, or what I write developer did not read it because I write at very minute level or very minute level that it's so confusing it. So it is important that when we talk about the performances, how that performance will be discussed: formal, informal, verbal, non-verbal, written, how it can be doable. Then how to assess that one, that is important. Assessment metrics, sorry, assessment measurement. How you measure that what and how good I'm performing it. See, if you want to be improve something, you have to measure it. Every day from the last year, from the last 1 year, I'm alone in UK. My family is in India. I'm making food every day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And every day when I cook, I measure it. Now it's look good. It's improved. I understand now that how much water quantity I have to put when I'm making a curry. How much what I should put in the rice when I'm making a fried rice kind of things. How much spices, how much raw material I have to put. So I am measuring it and improving it. So in the same manner, we have to do the assessment measures. And to the assessment measure, few key points. Number one, accuracy and completeness. How much information what I'm providing is accurate and complete in a one go. How much knowledge I have for that particular system. It is well said that anybody can be BA, but BA must need a platform knowledge as well, the domain knowledge as well. Only then you can support to the customer or the tool knowledge as well. How effective my work products, the document which I'm creating it, might be requirement gathering documents, traceability metrics, sign off documents, how effective those are, or it's just a time waste of time. Then what about my timelines? Am I able to complete the stuff in the timelines or not? Workshop need to be completed in the 2 weeks, but still it's going on 4th week. It means my performance assessment is not good because I'm not meeting my timelines. Once it's done, that's still manageable. But if every time it is be happening, then it is a problem. Then strategy, how I'll make sure, or how I am not, how I will not, how I am making sure that the work what I'm doing is aligning the way I'm doing. It should be aligned and met the strategy of the business. What my strategy to solve any problem? What my strategy to meet the business objective? Business says we want to be go live in next 6 months. And by the 4th month, I'm still on the requirement gathering stage. Then how I will develop? What my strategy? Do I have the regular meetings, connects with my product owner, refinements, backlogs, everything? This is what is there. Then once you get the measurement, then you analyze it. So from the measurement side, you get some parameter, and on the basis you analyze the information. Okay, in the last 6 months, Atul's strategy was good to meet the objectives. He's proactive. He has a regular meetings, but timelines wise, he's very delayed. Might be his knowledge is very less. No, it will not work for us. So it means from the measurements, we are analyzing we're getting the results now. And on the basis of the results, we can make a improvement plan. It can be, so it can be preventive. It can be corrective action. Now, Atul, everything is going good. Just make sure that whenever you had a meetings with product owner, keep a high level points. That is corrective actions, you can take it. And then improvements. Make sure whenever you're going for the requirement gathering workshop, you read these basic documents. That is the improvement process, improvement steps for you. So all these things has been recorded here. And then a BA performance get evaluated. Others we can evaluate, but what about you as a BA? So we have to be define that as well. And then if you've done this particular part, then you will get other outputs as well. Because if you are improving your things, then definitely you can improve your governance, you can improve your stakeholder, you can improve your approach, you can improve your MIS, you can improve your stakeholder engagement as well. Because it includes each and everything what a BA is doing. Clear, everybody? Doubt, question? Go ahead, Angela. You're speaking on mute if you're speaking, Angela.
Sorry. I've heard questions about what domain do you work in, and sometimes I'm very confused. So.
Okay, so I am working as a business process consultant, and I'm working on the ServiceNow platform. Okay, when I say a business process consultant, my main work to be give a process consulting to the customers, that what product, what feature they can use to improve their business from the ServiceNow perspective. Okay, so I show them a demo, I show them a use cases, I show them a benefits, and then I ask my customer, okay, this is what a platform is giving to you. Do you want to be change anything? Let's say you purchase a new mobile phone, you unbox it. When you unbox it, it have few pre-installed apps. Now it is up to you. Are you okay with that pre-installed apps, or you want to be installed a little bit more? No, Atul, I use Snapchat. Okay, download it. I use this thing, OneDrive for my office work. Download it. I use Skype. Download it. It means When you purchase that phone, that shopkeeper give you the details about the out of the box and told you, ma'am, if you need something else, you can install it. But if you install more apps, the performance can impact it. Phone can be slow. It take time to be open the stuff. This is what is the consulting. But now you have a question. Hey, can you move my data from my old phone to the new phone? That is your requirement. That is not your ask that sorry, that is not your just thought, that is your requirement. Can you move my old data, sorry, my data from old phone to the new phone? Yes, we can do. And he asks you, give me the other phone, open it, configure the new phone and say, ma'am, backup has been done. Changes has been done, moved data has been moved. This is the requirement analysis. So I do this work. I present the stuff to my customers and then I get the requirement from them that I need these changes. I need these changes. And I put a cross question. Why you need this change? So in a mobile phone, there is a default calling option is there. But you said, no, I want some fancy app to make my calling functional better. What is the value it will be driving it? What benefit for it? See, if you want, I can do it for you, but ultimately you are customizing it, which is not recommended. Today you bought a new phone, it worked as expected, as much good. Tomorrow when this phone is getting older, you might have a serious problem because of unnecessary applications. If you install the app, it will capture your data as well. Are you okay for that? So those things I ask, and then we write the stories for that and assign to my development team. So these things I do from the perspective of the service now. Clear, Angela?
Getting clearer. Thank you.
Yep. Okay. So now one big step has been done in the part of the business analysis. What this means that if I go back here and show you that thing, see, you can see these are 340 slides in this deck. This is my master deck actually, for all my trainings are there. We are on the 200 something. Yep, this one. Let me show you. This picture I'm referring it. So we have done this part. Now your plans are ready. Your approaches are ready. Now to go to the next part. Requirements elicitation. This is what everybody say that a BA do only this thing. Now to understand this part, let's go to this section. Not BA planning, this has been done. So now we are going to the slide number 287. Elicitation and the collaboration. For this, the inputs are coming from the previous step. My need, my stakeholder, my performance, and my BA information. And in this particular step is the actually core step where I have to do how to prepare for the elicitation by using what is my approach, how to conduct the elicitation, confirm the results, communicate, and stakeholder engagement. What is the meaning of the elicitation here? Elicitation is a very fancy English word. I can say it's tough as well to be understand that what exactly this mean. But in a simple layman language, I can say elicitation means when you ask something to someone. Elicitation means like an elastic. More you stretch, more you are able to find the information. And it has these things. The same above which we see. So total 5 steps are here in this elicitation. And it will give me 5 outputs. But BACCM concept has been changed here. Change, act of transformation in response to be need. That is standard definition. But when we speak about the elicitation, the collaboration perspective, change means use a variety of techniques to get the information what exactly a customer need. I want to go on a moon. Very big level requirement. Now you have to be elicitate that. You have to be stretched that to get the all information from me. That is what is the change. Problem. Elicit, confirm, communicate, and support the business analysis information. This is what the need here. क्यों करना है? Solution. Propose solution that okay, you want to go on the moon, I can create a simulated environment for you. Just proposing it. Proposing doesn't mean that it is approved. It will work 100%. No. It can be a wider thought. Stakeholder. This is the core area for us. Who is participating in your workshops? Who is participating in your requirement gathering areas? You have to manage those. And whenever you're discussing, whenever you're getting the requirements, you have to make sure that you follow the techniques in the context of the business analysis only. Don't go outside that context. So definition is same, but examples are getting changed or the sub definitions are getting changed as per the step. So let's start this. Number 1, prepare for elicitation. How to get a requirement. Call me and say, Atul, I want to be join this batch. Okay, good. How to get that requirement, that why she want to be join that batch. I have to make a plan. Okay, Vidusha, let's have a 30 minutes call tomorrow and we will discuss it. For that, I will prepare an agenda. I will send that agenda. And then on the day we will discuss, okay, what is your background qualification? What is your qualification? What is your previous experience? Where are you staying or where are you be located at point of time? How much time you can give to be learn this particular concept? This is, I am preparing it. I'm not going on the day as of now. I'm just preparing it. Because if you see in this section, preparation is one, conduct is different step. To conduct the requirements, to conduct the workshop, we have to be follow some different steps. But how to conduct, how to get, we have different step. You want to start a business, planning done. Now you want to kick this off. You are preparing it. Get the government sign off. Get the vendor sign off. This is what is preparing. So in the preparation, it says we need a need and we need a stakeholder. Why stakeholder? Because with whom we are going to be work now. What are the elements in this? And one thing which is important, this is the area. This is the step where BA cannot work alone. That is the reason if you see here, it says collaboration. I need stakeholders in this step. Without stakeholders, I cannot do anything here, cannot do anything here. So collaboration is must here. Collaboration between these 6 terms. And especially collaboration with the stakeholder. क्योंकि यही है, information तो यही देंगे. Now Angela put a question to me, Atul, what you do? This is her question to me as a stakeholder. If I did not reply, if I did not say, hey Angela, sorry, I did not get your question. If I did not collaborate with you, you will not able to get the answer. What she is doing? She is conducting the elicitation. Because she already prepared a question in her mind that I want to be asked, Atul, Atul, what do you do actually? Few days back, I'm mentoring a lady based out in US, and we have done two or three sessions for that particular part. For the meeting, she prepared an agenda and she sent me 10 points. Atul, these are the 10 points which I want to be discussed with you in one-to-one meeting. That is what preparing for the illustration. And on the day, she opened the agenda and she was writing down what I was telling to her. That is conducting it. And after that, she sent me the document. Atul, this is what we discussed. This is what you say to get my confirmation. Look like easy. Oh, Atul, fine. But if you think from a bigger project perspective, then it is not that much easy. I am supporting 2 or 3 customers at a single day. I have to make sure that I have planned something, that what need to be discussed, what not to be discussed. So generally when I was fresher in the industry, I was not having the value of agenda. But nowadays when I learn, when I get experience, if I send any meeting invite, I got a reply. Atul, can you share the agenda for this meeting? I like it because everybody want to know that meeting is there, then we should get some fruitful results. So that is my preparation. So now if I go back here for the preparation, what are the elements required? So purpose is very clear in this particular part. The purpose of illustration is to understand the scope of the activity. How much you have to be find out, how much you have to be do this work. And in this, we can use multiple techniques. These are techniques. Few will be common from the previous one. Few will be new as well. So this is what is the purpose of this particular, and plan the appropriate supporting material and the resources. After 2 weeks, we have a workshop for the requirement gathering. Okay, let's start preparing it. Let's say you want to travel it after 2 weeks, you start preparing yourself. That is what tickets book, yes. Hotel book, yes. Packing started, yes. Stuff got started, yes. Out of office done. Leaves approval done. What is this? That is you're preparing it. Preparing only for the 2 weeks perspective. This is what you need to be get the scope of the elicitation. Any requirement document, yes, I need to be keep this book or this map with me so that I should able to travel or navigate easily in that city. So that is the plan. What we need is the business and the stakeholder. Now the first element which impact this particular stuff or which is required to be considered in this area. Prepare. Number 1 is scope of illustration. Scope of illustration means What this mean basically? Whenever you want to be go for the illustration, what type of information you need to be find out from the customer? What type of information you need to be find out of the customer? What is your business domain? What is the your operating culture and the environment? Are you working 24/7? Manufacturing है, telecom है, industries है, plants है, innovation है, research है? What type of business domain you have? Then where your stakeholders are located? It's just a US based or across the world? How many languages you speak? How many languages you use? All the things will become in the scope of illustration. Also, in this area, it is important for me as a BA to be understand the skills, or I can say to make this process, to make this step more better, what skills I have to be know. Like when I was in India, we sometimes we message our colleagues after the out of office hours as well. Hey, I need this information. Can you come on the call? But after coming here, the culture is totally different. After 5 o'clock, nobody available, which I learned. The skill I learned. If meeting is for the 1 hour, don't do the time pass. Stick on agenda and do the work. This is what scope of illustration. Mainly in this business domains, culture, your stakeholders location, your skills are matter here. What is the scope for the future solutioning part? Is the customer only looking for the short-term goal or the long-term goal? So that I can plan my solutioning for that one. What other illustration we are doing along with this? Are we meeting on-sites as well, off-sites as well, or just business domain only, one domain only, not other domains? So for that, for this thing is important for me to be know that what is my scope for elicitation, how much where I have to be go and get this information. Elicitate karna, pop karna to get that information. Then once my scope is clear, then I go what technique I need to be used. Get that information. Right techniques are important here. Okay, means now what happened that I attend one meeting, that is external meeting. Every month we have that meeting, and that meeting gets started with the icebreaker. The host always get a new icebreaker. So she put one thought, what is the most underrated gadget in your kitchen? Just an icebreaker so that people speak. What is the most funny cartoon character you love it? Because if you will not do these exercises, then you will not able to make a good relationship with the customers or the stakeholders. It is not necessary that in every meeting you start the icebreaker only. No. Whenever these major things happen, like you're going for a workshop, you're meeting with the different people first time, then we go for the ice breaking as well. What you need to be, you want to be replaced in your bedroom, if that is look very bad to you. Someone says my pillows, someone say bed sheets, a photo frame, kind of things. Just to be make the environment comfortable. So it is important that what illustration technique I have to be used. Shall I go for the workshops? Shall I go for the interviews? Shall I go for the observation? Shall I go for the surveys? Shall I read the documentation? What is the best technique I need to be used? And also it is important. Techniques also matter what type of environment you have. Means situation specific. I am sitting in India, my customer is sitting in US. I don't have a US visa. Is it possible to get the workshops plan in person? No, that's not possible in next week. At least need 4 to 5 months to be plan these workshops. Technique is there, but that is not suited my situation. Generally techniques which we use is the workshops only or the meetings only. Also, there are very common techniques which everybody use. Like I said, workshops. 2 hours, 3 hours workshop in a day. This is what my core area. I spend my 3 days to 3 hours to 4 hours in a day just for the workshops, workshops meeting only, where I speak for the 4 hours, and I get the requirements at the last. Technique is workshop. Sometimes I travel to the on-site as well, and then we have a in-person workshops. Sometimes I just send some set of questions to 5, 10 or 20 stakeholders and ask them to fill these answers so that I should know that what is their level of interest, what they think, what their plan. So these are the techniques need to be done. Once your technique is final, then logistic come in the picture. Right? If you need to be travel, you have to do everything, right? If you have a workshop, you have to prepare the agenda as well. In this logistics, it's not only about the traveling part, it's about your stakeholder and its role. You are preparing yourself for the elicitation. So you should know that who is my stakeholder and what is their role. What should be the goal of an activity? After 2 days or 3 days workshop, I will say that I have a requirement, I have the stories, and this demo has been completed. This portion has been completed. How to communicate over the WhatsApp, over the call, over the messages, how to communicate with the stakeholder. See, these are the logistic. I'm saying don't consider this logistic as a travel logistic. No. Preparing for the registration, you need the logistic as well. Do you have a standard templates? You have a standard formats to the communication. And what language need to be used? Might be I'm traveling in the Dutch area. My customer says every written communication will be in the Dutch, but every verbal communication will be in the English. This is what the logistic need. It means I need to be use some kind of a translator who can translate the requirements and write the email on my behalf if I'm not knowing that particular part. After this logistic, the information which we are picking up from the previous one only. The documents which I got, the documentation which I prepare, the minutes which I prepare, the agenda which I prepare, where to secure that information, how to give access to the user so that they can access it before time as well. This is what the securing it. How the output will be stored. Any standard formats, follow-up meetings, how the action decisions, risk will be captured. This is my material. These techniques mentioned, these approaches mentioned the previous step, but now you are preparing it, so you have to be clarifying this part. As per the governance approach or as per the information approach, all the document will be stored in the SharePoint at this location under this folder structure. And then prepare for the stakeholders. Sometimes what we want that before I go for the workshop gathering, I send a formal email to my stakeholders. Hello, this is Atul this side. As a business analyst, I'm going to be conduct the workshop with you. I want before you come in this meeting, I request please get this basic information along with you so that our meeting will be fruitful and you can provide me that information. Your security policies, your password policies, kind of stuff, because this is what we're going to be discussing. So in this particular part, we have to be see. Also, in the elicitation, what is important that we have to be tell to our stakeholder that how the elicitation will be happen. Are we going to be start with as is process and then going to be 2B, or we are going to be show you the 2B process and then we compare the 2B with the as is. We need to be educate our stakeholders. And here you can say what we are going to be discuss. It will be in the context of only and only incident management. What we are going to discuss is only and only for the change or the need specific to the major incident management. Because stakeholders see, if I says Angela, what you want to be learned from me, Angela can put 200 things for me to be in the list out. Atul, I want to be learn this. No, wait. This is BA training. This is what the agenda. Now tell me your context. So I'm educating her so that she can think in the same direction what I am thinking. So these 5 are the core elements of this elicitation step. Once your elicitation will be done, then your plan is ready. And this will be a reusable plan. Tomorrow, if you're going for the change management, follow the same thing. Going for the problem management, follow the same thing. Going for the demand management, follow the same thing. Because you've done this particular part, the only thing is that you have to change the values. Might be little bit logistic get changed, might be little bit information get changed, might be little bit your scoping get changed. But overall will be the same only. Now, how to get this information means what techniques we have to be used it. Number 1, you can use the brainstorming. Means sit together and give a thought to everybody. Guys, we want to start the workshop now. What do you think? How to be drive that? How to prepare that agenda? Then data mining kind of stuff. From the previous experiences, you are mining it. In my previous experience, I say it can be done in the 3 days. Okay, that's fine. Can we do the things in the 3 days at our side as well? Risk analysis. I'm preparing for illustration. If language is a barrier, location is a barrier, culture is a barrier, time zone is a barrier, then how to do this particular part? How you assess that risk? How you mitigate that risk? That is important. Might be I'm traveling to Dutch, I'm traveling to Netherlands, I don't know the Dutch. And due to this, the workshops are getting delayed. Because customer is speaking their own language, then they have to be translated, then I understand, then I translate, work in, speak in English, then it get translated. So what the thing can be done in the 10 minutes is taking 20 minutes or the 40 minutes. This is a risk. So we have to be see these things, these techniques in this particular part. And once we have done, we reach on this particular part, and then I can use this plan to conduct the elicitation. This step. Conduct means actually going and asking the requirements. What you need, tell me. This is what the conduct here. We'll not start this topic now. It's again a little big one. We'll pick it up tomorrow. So tomorrow we are going to be complete this topic. So it will be this and another This one done. 2. This is what we're going to be discuss. 3, 4, and 5. Easy. This is what the practical we do every day. So this is what we discussed, that what is core concepts, high level things, requirement, meaning, all we discuss. This is collaboration, elicitation means. So the elicitation says you work for the new system or the enhancements. And the actual meaning of elicitation is to draw forth or bring out, to call forth or draw out. I am asking you, what is your need? That is bring out and call forth. Atul, I want to become a business analyst. That is a response you are giving to me. I cannot do this exercise alone. I need one person at least with whom I can speak, I can talk. This is what the elicitation means here. You are asking, potentially you are asking something and you're getting a response in the order. ठीक है जी, clear till this point? Doubt, question, clarification? Okay, silence is fine for me. Let me stop the recording and take attendance now. Go ahead, Angela, any question?
Not questions, more of sorry. I think examples would help me, because when you're looking to be in the working field, how to actually apply the good theory that you're given.
I can give you homework.
You
need to be travel from Canada to India. Okay. Now note down the things. What is required for the planning? Only planning. You're not traveling today. You are traveling after 2 weeks. Start preparing yourself for the same. What you need to be prepared, that travel plan. Where are you going? To whom you are meeting? How you are going? With whom you are going? What you will do when you reach there? These are your preparation for the plan. So that's what I'm saying, that whenever we say, okay, now I have to need to be my company got a new project and they allocated to me. Atul, you are the BA for this particular project. I cannot go and say, hey, Mr. X, can you give me the requirement? I have to be prepared that complete roadmap to get that requirement. Who is Mr. X for me? What is the scope the customer signed with my company? Did they sign complete service now, or they signed just incident, change, problem, request, or knowledge? If it is the incident management only, I will prepare the agenda for my activity. So again, if you're traveling from Canada to India, you have some agenda there, right? Atul, I'm going for vacation. But vacation doesn't mean that you will land at the airport and will stay there. Vacation means you have planned to visit the different locations. When you are going at which location? Where are you staying in that particular location? That is what the prepare. Atul, I have no idea. Can you become my travel expert and make an attorney for me? Now I am your business analyst. Okay, Angela, tell me how many people are going? 4 people. How many adults? 2. Kids? 2. Okay, how many days you have planned for the vacation? 5 days. This is what I am conducting it. So this is what I'm preparing for your conduction part. Okay, will you prefer 3-star hotel, 4-star hotel? 3-star will work for me. Okay, what is the preferred location to be visited? I want to go in the hilly area. I want to go on the beach side. Okay, this is what I am understanding your scope of elicitation now, so that I can prepare the attorney based on that. After 2 days, you give me a call. No, Atul, I want to go some religious places as well in India. That is the scope of the change in the scope. But Angela, sorry, this is what not the agreement we have. Atul, can you add it? I can add it, but it need to be go formally. I will send you the updated letter, sign it, send it to me, and then I will add this in my scope. This is preparation part going on. Are your passports are valid for the next 6 months? Yes. Do you have a 1 page in the passport spare for the stamping? Yes. This is preparation I'm doing. And based on this scope, I give you a plan. That this is your attorney. You're traveling on Friday evening, landing Saturday morning, take rest Saturday. Then on Sunday, you can go this place. These special shows are happening on this part. This is your hotel. This is room details as well. This is your cab driver number. This is your tour and travel number. Because when you reach there, you want to be enjoy it. But to reach that particular part, we have to do the preparation here. That is what I start from the day one. There is a myth that a BA only gather the requirement. To get one requirement, that can I change in the incident management form? I have to do all these things. And then customer say, yes, I want to make change. Then I'll take this story and develop it. So this is what is preparation for elicitation. More I poke you, more I see. This is what its definition says. Something latent or potential. Are you going for a honeymoon? Are you going for a vacation? Are you going to meet your parents? What is the purpose of this trip? This is potential information I need it so that I can make a plan for you properly. And you are giving me response in the background. No, we are going for the 2 families together. We're the good friends. We are going to attend a marriage there, but we want to spend some vacation time as well. So this is called preparation of the elicitation here. Hope little bit clear now.
Yes, got it. Thank you.
And these things you can see in the theory, but unless you will not do this in practical at least once, you will not able to experience that properly. That is what is the problem. BA is one of the area where more than the theoretical knowledge, your practical experience matter. I give a question. Let's say you are conducting a workshop. 2 stakeholders are fighting with each other on the different points. And this is homework for you guys. How you will handle that situation. Think. Your kids are fighting with each other on the same point. One is saying, I want to go, other saying, no, we'll not go at this particular place. How you handle that situation? This is what come in the conduct elicitation. And we're going to be discuss this in tomorrow's call. ठीक है जी, let me stop the recording and take attendance now.